So the art of negotiation, for many, it's a lost art, but our next guest says there are 5 easy keys that can get you to that deal, not only that you want, but the person on the other side of the negotiation table will also want it for you. She is Columbia Law professor and award-winning negotiation trainer, Alex Carter, whose most recent TEDx talk has already racked up tens of thousands of views in just the last few days. She joins us right here in studio to go over the strategy. Thank you so much for being here. So you say don't start with money, but strategy number 1 in negotiations is steering.
Yes. So a lot of us, do you know, more than half of us did not try to negotiate our last salary. And the reason is people think it's a battle, but it's actually not. It's just steering your relationships. It is literally having a conversation, and there are just a few easy ways that you can make that conversation turn into more money for you.
And the first one is just kind of steering the right way. The second step you said is that curious people actually make more money. And I'm always a fan of open-ended questions.
Yeah, and only 7% of people know how to do this, but it's pretty simple. Open-ended questions are questions where somebody can't give you a yes or a no. So they start with what, how, and my absolute favorite, tell me.
So how does that work in the negotiation aspect then itself? Hi, Shelly Ann. How does that work in the negotiation aspect?
Candace, tell me how the company's seeing the salary range for this position, right? Or if I'm looking for a raise, what do we need to do to show management that my compensation warrants this increase, and how can I help you make the case for that raise?
Okay. And you say negotiation starts with the man or woman in the mirror. Exactly. Who knew that Michael was negotiating with himself when you were saying that? What does that mean, that third step right there?
So what it means is the mirror is where you have to negotiate with yourself. And I'm wondering if you or anyone out there has ever shut yourself down before you even gave someone else the chance. Maybe you lost that negotiation with yourself. It's all about asking yourself a few good questions so that you are prepped, confident, focused, and ready. And then you can get to the second phase, which is where you're sitting down with somebody else.
Do you literally mean like staring in the mirror and saying, what is my value?
Absolutely not. No,
Okay.
I write it down on paper.
Okay.
You could stare in the mirror, right? But actually research shows that if you write it down, you're more likely to believe it, and you go in then stronger and more confident into that negotiation.
Okay. And step 4, you say the secret to great deals is to shut up.
And this one, let me just tell you, born in Brooklyn, lifelong New Yorker, it's real hard. But you want to know how to get a big move from somebody else?
How?
I just did it. 3.5 seconds of silence. It's true. Do you know if you leave a little bit of silence, what that does is it prevents you looking nervous, talking over yourself, saying, oh, just kidding, I don't need that raise.
That's genius.
And instead, it gives the other person time and space, and often they will come back with more.
That's interesting. Okay, I got like a few seconds.
You've got all this idea. Your bosses are going to...
3.5 seconds right now. Finally, make your adversary your ally.
Yes. I never request in negotiation. I recruit. I want to figure out what's in it for you and how I can make giving me a raise sound like the biggest win for you all year. And if you can figure out how to get in somebody's head and do that, key, it's asking questions, you're going to get that raise in 2024.
So you're doing this Jedi mind trick on the bosses and having them think, oh, you want me to earn this much more money.
Yes.
Alex, thank you.
You're welcome.
I really appreciate it. And if you'd like to know more about these techniques, visit alexcarterask.com. Her book, Ask for More 10 Questions to Negotiate Anything as well.